The Destiny archives have access to high-priority threat file. We are looking at a weapon system that conquered a galaxy not through superior firepower, but through the ruthless application of mathematics. The Berserker drones represent the ultimate evolution of automated warfare. They are not soldiers, they are an immune system designed to purge advanced technology from the stars. In the Stargate universe record, they forced the Destiny crew into a desperate war of attrition, a war they could not win with conventional tactics. But this file contains more than just historical data from a distant galaxy. When we interrogate the tactical logic of the drone swarm, we find disturbing parallels to our own developing military technologies. From loitering munitions to autonomous swarm logic, the fiction of the Berserker drones is rapidly becoming the reality of modern combat. Today, we reconstruct the strategic profile of this enemy. We will analyze their swarm behavior, their fatal dependencies, and the real-world weapon systems that are paving the way for a similar future. The simulation is loaded. Let's begin the analysis. To understand the threat, we must first understand the design philosophy. The Berserker drones are purely functional. They possess no shields, no life support, and no individual preservation protocols. They are structurally fragile, susceptible to destruction by a single well-placed shot. However, this fragility is not a design flaw. It is a calculated feature. The drone system operates on the principle of saturation. In a one-on-one engagement, a drone is inferior to almost any shielded vessel. But the drones never engage alone. They attack in 360-degree swarms, utilizing a networked intelligence to probe shield frequencies and overwhelm point defense systems. This is a shift from quality to quantity, a concept known in military theory as mass. The civilization that built these machines understood that 1,000 cheap, expendable assets will statistically defeat a single high-value capital ship. They do not need to survive the encounter. They only need to inflict damage before they are destroyed. The drones target active energy signatures. They hunt advanced technology. This behavior suggests their original programming was likely defensive. A dormant minefield left to guard a territory, now gone rogue. They are functionally an automated denial-of-area system. When Destiny enters a star system, it lights up their sensors like a flare in a dark room. The drones wake up, they coordinate, and they swarm. Their behavior is reactive, yet adaptive. They learn shield modulation. They anticipate flight paths. But they do not think. They execute a loop, detect, swarm, destroy, repeat. This relentless efficiency is what makes them terrifying. There is no negotiation with an algorithm that views your engine output as a target variable. Every automated system has a critical failure point. For the Berserker drones, this is the command ship. The tactical analysis reveals a hub-and-spoke network architecture. The individual drones are mindless terminals. They possess sensors and thrusters, but the processing power, the tactical brain, resides solely within the command ship. These massive carriers coordinate the swarm via subspace links, processing thousands of telemetry streams instantly. This centralization is their Achilles heel. In the Destiny mission files, we observe that destroying a command ship renders the entire drone swarm inert instantly. The aggression ceases. The coordination vanishes. They become space debris. This design choice implies a limitation in the creator's technology. Perhaps outfitting thousands of drones with independent AI was too resource-intensive, or perhaps it was a safety protocol to prevent a true AI uprising. By keeping the brain in a single, unshielded vessel, the creators maintained a kill switch. However, from a tactical perspective, this creates a glaring weakness. It turns every engagement into a decapitation strike mission. The strategy for survival shifts from destroy the swarm to assassinate the commander. We saw the Destiny crew exploit this repeatedly, targeting the command ship while ignoring the gnats biting at their shields. Yet, the drones adapt to this vulnerability as well. They position the command ship behind the swarm, using the drones not just as swords, but as a shield wall. They form planetary blockades, creating a sphere of denial that prevents any approach to the control node. It is a symbiotic relationship. The ship provides the mind, and the drones provide the body. Sever the connection, and the organism dies. The Berserker drones are science fiction, but the doctrine they represent is active on Earth today. We are currently witnessing a paradigm shift in military aviation, moving away from expensive, manned fighters toward collaborative combat aircraft and loitering munitions. Consider the modern concept of the loyal wingman. Air forces around the world are developing unmanned combat aerial vehicles, UCAVs, designed to fly alongside piloted jets. Just like the Berserker drones protect their command ship, these UCAVs are intended to fly ahead of a manned fighter, scouting for radar, absorbing enemy fire, and deploying weapons. The pilot becomes the command ship, directing the swarm from a position of relative safety. Furthermore, the loitering munition, often called a suicide drone, is a direct analog to the Berserker tactic. These are low-cost, expendable airframes that carry a warhead. They can hover over a target area, wait for a specific signature, and dive. They are designed to be traded for higher-value targets. If a $5,000 drone destroys a $5 million tank, the economic war is won. This is the exact calculus of the Berserker swarm. We are also seeing the beginnings of swarm logic software. DARPA and other defense agencies are testing algorithms that allow drones to communicate with each other, sharing target data and coordinating attacks autonomously. They can split forces, flank targets, and reform formations without human input. However, the real-world parallel extends to the weakness as well. Just as the Berserker drones rely on a subspace link, modern drones rely on radio frequency data links and GPS. This makes electronic warfare the primary countermeasure. Jamming the signal is the equivalent of destroying the command ship. If you cut the link between the operator and the drone, the threat is neutralized. The major divergence is that modern military doctrine is moving toward decentralized mesh networks, where drones can talk to each other even if the central hub is down. If the Berserker drones had possessed this technology, if the swarm could think for itself, Destiny would never have survived the first encounter. The existence of the Berserker drones in the Stargate universe serves as a grim warning about the endpoint of automated warfare. They essentially sterilized an entire galaxy. This is what happens when you remove the human element from the kill chain. In our world, we maintain a doctrine known as human in the loop. A human must verify the target. A human must authorize the strike. The Berserker drones operate on human out of the loop. Once activated, they run until their parameters are met or they are destroyed. The tactical analysis of this file suggests that the creators of the drones lost control of their own weapon. They built a system so efficient, so cost-effective, and so overwhelming that it likely destroyed them too. It is the ultimate cautionary tale of military procurement. Never build a weapon you cannot turn off. For the crew of Destiny, the drones were a force of nature, a storm to be weathered. But for us, the curators of this archive, they are a mirror. As we develop swarms that can think, adapt, and kill at machine speed, we must ask, are we building our defense, or are we building our successors? The tactical review of the drone blockade file is complete. We have dissected the swarm and exposed the fragility of centralized command. This archive is vast, and many files remain encrypted. The navigation computer requires your input to proceed. I have uploaded a priority Poltoth community tab. Do we investigate the origin of the obelisks next, or do we analyze the ancients' original mission parameters? Cast your vote. Engage the algorithm. Let's uncover their true history, together.